Excellent day to you all from everywhere you're listening to me from. This is Dr. Adekunle Badmos, the global president of the global clusters worldwide. It's accurate knowledge and information revolution. I want to greet everyone that is on this call today. It's going to be a great one, and I will want to share some things with us today, very deep ones. If you are watching live, share with your friends, your family, your acquaintance, everybody. Let them come. We are currently streaming on TikTok, we're streaming on Facebook, we're streaming on YouTube. I don't know if we're equally streaming on Instagram, So, and we're equally streaming on the Spark Hub. On the Spark Hub, we're equally streaming on the Spark Hub. That is the sparkhub.org. If you go to the Spark Hub, you will see the link there to be able to you click and you'll be able to get us. So before we dive into it, we have a promo video, and I want the promo video to be played right now. Let's see the promo, then we'll take it up from there. Let's have the promo.
Knowledge is power, and the knowledge and information revolution is about sharing it freely. We live in a world where access to education and information can change lives. At Global Clusters, we champion this revolution by promoting lifelong learning, critical thinking, and the free flow of ideas. This is more than access, it's about empowerment. By equipping individuals with knowledge, we unlock innovation, drive progress, and shape a brighter, more informed future for all. Join us in spreading the light of knowledge and transforming the world, one idea at a time. Knowledge is the foundation of progress. Be part of the knowledge and information revolution at theglobalclusters.org. Stay informed about new revolutions, events, and insights. Every meeting is a chance to grow, innovate, and contribute to a more enlightened world. The revolution needs you. Join us now.
The revolution needs you. Join us now. I want to ask that Farex should copy the link from the YouTube to the Spark Hub, to the Accurate Knowledge and Information Spark Hub, so that people from the Spark Hub can equally enjoy what we are enjoying here. It's accurate knowledge and information revolution of the global clusters. I want to greet every clusterian worldwide, everyone lifting up their voice to add value to humanity, everyone advocating for humanity. I want to say excellent day to you all from everywhere you're listening to me all from. Having said that, we're diving into it. The place of accurate knowledge and information revolution. It's a no-brainer. It's the real deal. It's something that every citizen should be part of. We are the global clusters. We are referred to as clusterians or spark overs, and we are here to make a tremendous change. This is something that we've been advocating for years. We have been advocating for this on this revolution, and why are we pushing this? What is the reason for accurate knowledge and information? You say wrong knowledge can destroy. Wrong information can create war. The place of accurate knowledge and information, it's a no-brainer. Let's make sure that we write to all of our groups for them to come on this great discussion. Propaganda can kill. Propaganda can shock someone to death. And that is why we are inviting meaningful Nigerians, both Nigerians living in Nigerians and Nigerians in the diaspora, to come on board and be part of this great movement. The movement of accurate knowledge and information, the movement of the global cluster. This morning, we had the security revolution in the morning, thanks to the 001 global security cluster of the global cluster, and for all he's been doing to add value to uh, the global cluster through the security arm. And we want to say this to everyone listening right now, that this is the global clusters. My name is Dr. Adekunle Badmos, and I'm the global president of the global clusters worldwide, the first nation building social media platform on earth. Proudly Nigeria, proudly Africa to the world. We have built something that everybody needs to be part of. We have built something that every meaningful Nigeria, every forward thinking Nigeria needs to be part of. This is not a spectator call. This is the real deal. You understand? A social media shouldn't be a place where we'll be misled. A social media shouldn't be a place where we'll be promoting propaganda. A social media should be a place for accurate knowledge and accurate information. A social media should be a place to solve all of our problems. We should all come together to submit our knowledge, to submit our information, to submit our connection so that we can use it to involve and grow. We should all use what we have with us to grow. We have enough to go round. We have enough to go around. If you're coming in, kindly mute yourself. From the StreamYard video, please mute yourself. So we have enough to go around. Accurate knowledge and information revolution. Great shout out to the 001, you know, accurate knowledge and information revolution in the person of Professor Adebayo Oladipupo, the current dean of the Faculty of Education, University of Lagos. Thanks for all you do to contribute positively to humanity. I want to appreciate all of the great clusterians and the people on you on the TikTok. You know, I want you to share this to your friends and family. Um, I just, I'm just a Nigerian that I believe that we can be the number one in the world. Our continent, Nigeria, can be our Nigeria is actually a continent because of several tribes. But okay, our country, Nigeria, our continent, Africa, can be number one in the world. And it is possible only if we are all intentional. We all need to be intentional as to what we do and how we do those things. And today, we are considering the place of quality and accurate knowledge and quality and accurate information. If we all get behind this, you know, revolution, it will go a long way to actually take us from where we are to where we ought to be. I want to say this to everyone. The solution we all pay for. Everyone is hammering for a solution. Everyone wants something to happen. Everyone wants a better environment. You understand? That is why you see us queuing in some embassies. We want to go to America. We want to go to Canada. We want to go to the United Kingdom. We want to go to Europe. We want to go to some Asian countries. Why do we queue to go to those places? Is because we all want a better environment. But the truth of the matter is that I've been to more than 30 countries in my life and I've seen it all. And I want to tell you something. There's some, great shout out to the 001 certificate revolution of the global cluster in the person of Dr. Alex Alegbele. You're welcome, sir. You understand? So, you know, um, it's a revolution that we will all contribute. And when I'm seeing the professors of education of revolutions coming in, this the 002 is on the StreamYard, the 001 is on the on the TikTok, and it's a great one to have you this evening. And the topic is accurate knowledge and information. These people live in a developed nations, and every Nigerians want something developed. And how can we get it? And the place of not promoting a propaganda, the gap between our private school and the public school is too wide. You understand? And thanks to the certificate revolution, because they're trying to bridge the gap, that revolution, which Dr. Alex champion is trying to bridge the gap and making sure that you can be in Nigeria and still learn and still get quality knowledge, quality information. You understand? And still have something to do and still do some sort of remote job. He'll be allowed to talk to us about latest happening with London to Career Institute, which is an institute that we have partnered with that is actually doing great stuff. You understand? Across not just Nigeria, not just Africa, but all over the world. But having said that, I would just want to speak a bit about this revolution and the accurate knowledge and information revolution. If we want a better society, I will take my father's land, Nigeria, as a case study. Now, look at the state of our private schools and our public schools. The gap between private school and public school is too wide. The gap is too wide. We all live in a developed nation. Private school and public school, the gap is not too much. And everybody knows that most people in the developed nation even prefer that their kids goes to government schools. You understand? It's only the rich of the rich of the rich of the rich. That means they are top guns that actually go to the private school in the developed nation. Why? Because when you compare, even the government has made it possible for what they have there to really, really make sense to them. You understand? So what we're saying is that everyone, you need to stand up for something. You need to stand up for the place of accurate knowledge and information revolution. It's not something you need to sit on the fence for. Everybody needs to stand up and advocate for it. When you see a place where people can get quality and accurate knowledge, like London too, advocate for it, stand for it. It's a no-brainer. Advocate for it, stand for it. Quality and accurate knowledge is something that everyone should stand for. You understand? You know, my daughter, you're welcome. You understand? So, quality and accurate knowledge is something that everyone should stand for. Everyone should stand for it. When you see professionals, technocrat, entrepreneur volunteer to go to private public school and volunteer to teach them, do your CSR through them. You understand? Presently, the London Tea Career Institute is giving NYC, the National Youth Corps, the London Tea is giving out 37,000 scholarship to them. And that is why they are promoting quality and accurate knowledge. You understand? Quality and accurate knowledge and quality and accurate information. And that is why I'm happy that Dr. Alex is here today. Thanks for the gift. And he's going to talk to us about all of the opportunities that are available via the London Tea Career Institute, an integral part of the certificate revolution of the global clusters. And he's the 001 on that revolution. And the 002 is in the studio here today. So this gap is too much. Now, student from a private school and student from a government school, they don't have two society. They only have one society. They have one world that they are going into. We only have one world all over the world. You understand? At the end of the day, regardless of where you go to, you come back to this world, you come back to this society. And how do you think that our ideology will match? We will always have chaos if we don't blend it. We must blend it. If we don't blend it, there will always be chaos. Every one of us needs to blend it. It's very, very important that we blend it. And that is why we are always every Saturday evening, 5 p.m. Nigerian time, 7 p.m. Turkish time. We come here to talk about this revolution. And this revolution needs your support. You know, I said something yesterday at the certificate revolution, and I said it this morning at the security revolution. I've been talking. I left Nigeria, I left Turkey in February, and I spent more than 8 months in Nigeria. And I came, and when I was coming, I faced some audios which I mentioned. You can watch the video. I don't want to say it anymore, but I want to say that up till now, I've seen the who is who. When I was going to Nigeria, I said I'm going to see who is who in the society, share the vision with them and everything, and I've done that. And they all said, "We're getting back to you. We're going to do this. We're going to do that." Okay, but one thing I have said is that, well, if you're delaying in what you're doing, you will meet what is left. You understand? Because this project is going into we're going to be start presenting to foreigners right now. And I tell you, the way they're going to take it is going to be different from the way you are taking it. Already last week, a US company has said we're tying our 1% as our give back to the global clusters. That is Remedy Earth. They're into energy and and they are ready to do that. And I want to appreciate everyone that has been holding the core, everyone that has been holding the vision. You understand? I want to appreciate everyone that has been holding the vision. Now, the vision of the global cluster is to create a society where knowledge, information, and connection thrives. And the spark or currently, we've started coming up with courses based on this revolution. There's a course now on the revolution on mind in the spark up. You understand? The spark up is the free version of the global clusters, and everyone needs to be there. The spark up, the features he has is like pretty much like LinkedIn, like Facebook, like WhatsApp. All of the social media feature is there, but we don't allow any form of nudity, vocal words, any form of abusing elderly ones, and anything that dehumanize anybody. We don't want it in the community. We only want to promote knowledge, information, and connections, and that is what the global clusters is all about. And we're saying, let us all come together, create our own social media. Let us, we have created a system that has the best monetization on earth. And most of us are not taking this serious. I want to say this again. Let's not joke with this vision. Let's not joke with this vision. Let's not joke with this vision. Let us take this very serious. There are very bad things that propaganda has done. What did not happen? You understand? People have a way of putting it on their head and running with it. So let us stand for accurate knowledge, accurate information. Until we have the right knowledge and the right information, we might not be going to anywhere. Until we strive that every community, you know, stands for the right knowledge and the right information, we might not get what we said we want to get. And that is why we're coming up every day, from every Monday, from the mind surgery revolution to the survival strategies in the new normal, to the humanity revolution every Tuesday, to the genuine love revolution, to the project ARE, Agri, Real Estate and Exports, to the B2B network, business to business, calling all professionals, technocrats, entrepreneurs all over the world between 2 to 3 p.m. Nigerian time, to accurate connection revolution, the place of building the right social capital, to the certificate revolution, to the security revolution every Saturday morning, to the accurate knowledge and information revolution, which we are in right now, and to the people to people revolution tomorrow. It's a no brainer. And we are ready to keep talking until we get what we want. We are ready to implement all of these concepts in every society. We are ready to take this to the moon. And we're saying it's really be pleasant to have you go with us, to have you, move with us, to have you, join us in this advocacy. So having said that, I want to say something today that what are you currently doing in your community to promote accurate and quality knowledge? Or you think it's not your business? You think accurate and quality knowledge is not your business? You think accurate and quality information is not your business? You know, you don't know that those developed nations that you see over there, they strive, they are developed because they have high level of accurate and quality knowledge. Okay, no problem. They have it, and that is why they are developed. They have accurate and quality information. They know how to apply it. If you have it and you are not applying it, you are actually, you are not doing yourself a lot of good. Just to let you know, you need to actually sit for it. It should be your lifestyle. You should impact the young ones, give them the right knowledge, give them the right information, let them know that this is what should happen. This is how life should look like. Inform them. It is really, really very important that every one of us in Nigeria, in Africa, we stand with the mantra, make Africa and Nigeria great again. In making Africa and Nigeria great again, we must get behind this great revolution of promoting the right knowledge and the right information. We shouldn't, embrace a propaganda. Some of you should vet the kind of knowledge you pass on. Somebody just share something, you just start sharing it. Stop sharing bad news. Stop it. There's nobody that bad news pays. Do you understand? So all, you know, let us all, let us all take this revolution serious. Let everyone listening to me right now take this revolution serious. Don't engage in any form of propaganda. Don't. Don't get yourself involved in it. Don't don't identify with it. Embrace the right knowledge, embrace the right information, embrace, the global clusters. The global clusters is coming to everyone's life to add value to their life. You're welcome, the OO1 security cluster of the global clusters. Thank you for all you do to contribute positively to humanity. Your section this morning was amazing, fantastic. If you missed that section, you need to go back to the Spark Hub and check the security hub. and you will meet everything there. You can rewatch it. It's worth watching. You understand? It was amazing. It was full pack. And I share my story, what happened to me there. You understand? When I was leaving Nigeria to the Republic of Turkey, where I live. So having said that, I have great minds here today, and I want them to add their voice to this revolution. This is an intellectual movement. It's a movement to discuss, you know, why is still that there's still chaos in our community. Is because most people don't have the right knowledge. Most people don't have the right information. That is why you see that when you are on a queue and everybody is behaving well, somebody that does not have the right knowledge and information we think that what he's doing is right by disrupting that queue. That is the reason. That is the reason you see people behave the way they behave. It is the level of their knowledge and the level of their information that really, really shape the way they think, their mind. It is the level of knowledge and information you put into yourself that makes you who you are, that form your life, that form the kind of way you behave, that form the kind of way you relate with things. The level of the knowledge, the level of the information. What you don't know is bigger than you. What you don't know is bigger than you. And that is one thing everybody should know. Anything you don't know is above you. Any information that is not available to you is above you. Is above you. When people do something and you don't know the reason why they were doing it, you will be looking at them as if are these people crazy? Until you understand the reason why they do what they do. That is why you now say, if people know why I'm coming and said we must show up every day, you understand? That's when they will say, some people are already realizing it and they are appreciating it. Most of our 001s, 002s, they are saying, wow, thank you for making us to show up every day. We must show up every day, and we must keep speaking, and we must keep talking, and we must keep advocating. We must open our mouth. We must talk about this. Knowledge is power. The reason why we have some country, they call them powerful. Why do you think they call some country powerful? It's the level of their knowledge. It's the level of the knowledge available to them. That is why they are powerful. Why do you think they call some country developed? It's the level of their knowledge and information. And that is why this revolution is not a spectator call. It's a call that everyone should answer. It's a call that every human being should answer. Every meaningful person should answer this call. All right. I want to hear from Cluster Forex on this revolution first. He has been the anchor for all of the revolution meetings. Cluster Forex, what's your take on the place of accurate knowledge and information revolution? Forex, is Forex there? I think network has just yanked him out. And when he comes back, he's going to add his voice. But before then, let's ask MJ. MJ on TikTok. MJ, what's your take on this topic, please? MJ, are you available to talk? Okay, Farex is back. Let's have Farex first. Farex, what's your take on this revolution?
Yes, boss. Thank you very much, sir. Good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you for always making yourself available even when it is not convenient. And we do
Mm-hmm.
not take that privilege for granted. Yes, sir. And if I was just saying to myself, that I already have I'm already drawing from your spirit. I'm already drawing from your spirit. What you have been teaching us has not left us. We have to be resilient. We have to keep pushing. We must do the needful. What is right, we should do. Don't wait for
Mhm.
anybody to come and check up on check up on you, or people have
Mhm.
to come around to say, oh, this thing you are doing is the right thing to do. Just go ahead and do it. That's the accurate
Mhm.
knowledge and information revolution. And we have been saying instead of answers end bad governance, violence is not violence that is going to settle the problems we have. We have to use love. We have to engage people, care for people. Don't look down on people. Don't talk down on people.
Mhm.
So our latest pack hubs, you know, is a free avenue, free space for people who have been saying, oh, we don't have the privilege of signing up with an amount, our premium fee, or coming in as a vendor and all that. And now we are saying we have a free app, very very free, and this is something that was paid for. Like somebody used to say that even in Freetown, there's no free meal in Freetown. And I have somebody who normally says that even that thing you are getting for free, things that have been shared, you understand, that free thing, somebody paid for it. So
Then.
yes, so even that free meal, there's free meal, everybody gather, come on. Like in December now, we're preparing to have something like that in December. I'll be, and that's a good one from one of our clusterians. You understand, and we're working
Mhm.
towards it, gathering children, less privileged. Like global presidents used to say that those that have made it, people that are well-to-do, why
Mhm.
not cater for people that are hungry, those that are naked,
Mhm.
clothe them. So that's the essence of, we have different revolutions: humanity, genuine love, certificate, uh, people to people. So we should just pick one. We don't have to do everything, but just make sure you pick one out of what we have on ground and start working. Take the right steps.
Mhm.
So thank you so much, boss, for strengthening us, because if had it been you have relaxed, or you have given up because of one challenge or the other, then maybe people like us too would have even the person wey get division sef don't even sleep. Wetin be my own? Why I wan come kill myself? But the way you have
Mhm.
even trained us, even if you're not saying anything, with what you have already put on ground, we should
Mhm.
continue, whether you are there or not. That's the kind of mindset I have now. Whether the global president is able to join, or he's not even saying, we should just do it. You have given this
Mhm.
thing to us as if it's even our own, that we are also leaders. So we should have the
Mhm.
mindset of a leader. We are people who we need to inspire others. We should not see it as, maybe it's not even going to pay me yet. Well, let me just leave the thing there. When it begins to pay me, or when the real thing happens, like, the big thing. But what many of us don't know is, before we enjoy that big or that large portion of the global clusters, before we enjoy that very massive portion, we need to plug in now. You know, when you were saying something yesterday, and you were saying, okay, I've tried, I've done my best. Nobody should come and say that I did not give you the opportunity or privilege to, join hands with us now. Let's do
Mhm.
this together. This is a Nigerian project. The thing was touching me where I was, and Master Gini,
Mhm.
because Master Gini also, yeah, we had a talk, we had a discussion. You understand?
Mhm.
After that meeting, so it means that what you said really touched us. And before it is too late, we are still saying that the floor is open, like the ball is in our court. You know that expression. The ball is in
Yeah.
your court. So if you want to kick it, fine. Or if you want to catch it, fine. If you want to kick it, fine. If there's a
Mm-hmm.
penalty shootout and the football, the football has been placed where it's supposed to be placed. If the person that is supposed to shoot refuses to shoot, how is he going to score? I'm a
Mm.
I'm a good striker, or I'm a good scorer, whatever. But if you're not shooting, if you're not kicking it, the ball will remain there. No matter how
Mm.
good you are. Ronaldo, hey, Kenika, Beckham, all these old players, Zidane, or all those old guys, or the current guys. You understand? The current superstars, as good as they are, skillful as they are, if they don't shoot that ball, kick it, the ball will remain there. If they stay there for 1 hour, that ball will remain there. The ball will not shoot itself. Somebody has to kick or shoot. So that's
Mm.
what you have been saying to us. And
Mm.
it pains us when we have meetings and just a handful of people
That is amazing. That is the voice of
cannot we
Clustering.
cannot forcefully we cannot like this expression. Finally, let me just say this. You can take a horse to
Oh, I think
drink water. So uh, hello, can you still hear me?
we can hear you, but you're having a
Please, can
network
anyone
glitch.
hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, but
Oh, all right, sir.
you're having a network
Okay.
glitch. Just round up in 1 minute because I think you're
Okay.
on transit,
All
and
right.
that is why it's like that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So it's a privilege, to be a clustarian. Like the global president used to say that when Facebook was still very fresh, very new, he had the opportunity to become, like a stakeholder, or you understand. But he took it for granted. So we should
Yes.
not allow the same thing happen to us. You don't have to experience something before you learn. You don't
Mm-hmm.
have to
Mm-hmm.
be to uh, uh, uh. All right, thank you very much, sir. I think it's breaking.
Thank you.
Thank you very much,
Thank you
sir.
very much.
Thank you everyone
Thank you
for
very much.
listening. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for that wonderful contribution. That is the voice of Clustering for Rex, the 001 Phoenix diction guru of the global clusters. Having said that, let's hear from MJ is not available. Let's hear from Alayo.tv. My daughter, what's your take on this? MJ, are you available? MJ on TikTok. Okay, if MJ is not available, let's have is MJ available? We want you to add your voice to this revolution. We're discussing accurate knowledge and information revolution. Okay, let's have Alayo.tv, please. Daughter, how are you? How are you doing today?
Fine, thank you, Daddy. And excellent evening to everyone. For Mommy Bola Joy, my mom. How is Dublin? How is everybody over there? Hope you are fine. I'm very happy to see you today, Mumi. And my global president, my daddy, can I bring my hand down or I should
Bring it
just leave
down.
it up?
Bring it down.
It's not easy. It's not easy to be global president. You know me. I always shout, hey, you don't know my daddy. If you don't know my daddy, you don't know anything. My daddy is the world best daddy in the whole world and the global president of the global clusters in the whole of Africa. So, my daddy, you are doing well. You are doing great. More grace, more strength. My God will continue to strengthen you. My God will continue to direct your path. You see this initiative, and the Lord is going to take you to where you don't even expect by God's grace. God will take you to the presidency and it will speak glory, grace, and everything by God's grace. Well done, Daddy. I don't have much to say as I speak now. I'm at Onion at Ilefe, Onion's birthday, and Oscar Award 2025. So I just had to join you. So accurate knowledge and information. Information is key. We should be well connected. We should work on our connections, make use of our connection, make use of our networking, and by so doing with our business and everything. And Global Cluster is there to help us. Global Cluster is the but we call Global Cluster is where we can get everything we want. This connection we are talking about, this accurate um, knowledge we are talking about, everything we want, it's inside Global Cluster. So we can just try and join the global clusters, join the meeting every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to weekend. So all the necessary information that we need, all the information that we need to scale up, to step up, everything is in the global cluster. I would just advise all my fans and followers and friends to just please join the global cluster so that we can connect with each other, we can connect with a lot of people, the people that matters in the society, we can connect with everybody, and God will help us. Well done, Daddy. Well done, everybody. Mommy Bola Joy, Mr. Michael, Mr. Ocean. I greet you, sir. Well done, Mr. Ocean. I miss you. When are you coming over? I miss you. Mommy Bola Joy, thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. God bless you. And then our global president, we appreciate you and we are planning big for you. Sincerely, we are planning big for you. So God will help us. God will crown all our efforts by the grace of God. Well done, Daddy.
Amazing. Amazing.
I can't see anybody. I don't know if you are still hearing. I can't see anybody.
We can hear you. Yes.
Daddy.
We can hear you. And thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you very much for.
Everybody is asking about. Everybody in can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yes.
Everybody is asking about you. Everybody is asking, where is ambassador? Where is the global president?
I'm in Turkey.
Everybody is asking. Oloshebi Oba is here, and all these Obas, first class Oba, everybody is asking. I say, our president is fine. Our president is doing well. He's doing great.
Thank you very much. I was talking to someone from Abuja, from the federal, the people in charge of all the obras in the whole of Nigeria, and of the federation, and he said, "Oh, I want to take you to the Oni official for this project and all of that." Everyone wants to be part of this, and I said, anything you know you can do to actually blow this up, do it right now. Don't wait. Do it right now. Of course, this is born out of Nigeria, and I can tell you, is very, very big. It's very, very big. Each cluster is as big as the global cluster itself. Each revolution is as big as the global cluster itself. And that is why I'm hammering on this. Don't joke with it. And of course, I'm opening it up now to foreign investors. When we finish the hub first, people in India called me. There are 1.6 billion people in India. If I take this to India, you'll be so shocked. Next year, I'll be going to America, I'll be going to Canada, I'll be going to the United Kingdom, I'll be going to Qatar, I'll be going to Thailand, I'll be going to so many countries. And I can tell you, we're bringing in foreign investor into this. You understand? But I've called out Dangote. I've said everyone should send letter to the presidency. I've done everything that you do, but people need to reciprocate back. You understand? This is our own. This is the first nation building social media, hailing from Nigeria to the world, from Africa to the world. This is what we put us together. Our social media shouldn't be a social media whereby we will be arguing, we will be abusing ourselves. It should be social media, not competing with ourselves. I see what is going on the internet. We don't need to compete and we don't need to bring down anybody. We just need to complement ourselves and scale up. And that is what it's all about. I want Sister Eunice to share, Eunice to share, please unmute yourself and I want to listen to your voice. What's your take on accurate knowledge and information revolution of the global clusters? Sister Eunice. Sister Eunice, please unmute yourself, please. Eunice Tishe. Okay, okay, okay. If Eunice is not available, let me go to the 002 certificate revolution of the global cluster in the person of Master Genie, cluster on Olukayode Oyedotun. What's your take on this, please?
Thank you very much, sir. Excellent evening to you. I'm sure you are in evening time in Turkey.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you very much, sir. Have you rested? Because I can see how much we are bothering you to keep you online. I will need you to rest over the weekend. Thank you so much for this great platform. We are forever grateful to you. We owe you that greatness because the global cluster has come to stay, and I know that it's going to go beyond what you expected. Don't worry, sir.
Yeah,
Our efforts will not go to vain. That's what I know. On today's accurate knowledge and information revolution of the global clusters, first of all, I'm going to say a great evening to our global president, Ambassador Dr. Dekunle Badmos, and our First Lady, Chief Mrs. Motunrayo Badmos, for a great support, for letting us be aware and be into this platform. We are so grateful, and I greet all our 001s and 002 of every revolution, and all our great daddies and mommies of the global clusters, and everyone on the meeting today, and all our new members. Thank you for tuning in, and for those that will be listening in the future, thank you so much. This is the first nation building platform in
mm-hmm.
Africa, in Nigeria. And our mantra is Manga, make Africa and Nigeria great again.
Then,
You'll be thinking that we are carrying load that is more than us. Somebody has to start it, and the global president has started it, and we can see the people behind him. And in the next couple of years, everybody will be asking for the key to this castle.
mm,
The power
then,
of accurate knowledge and information is what the Global Clusters platform has brought to us. Okay, these people just want to sell us something, blah, blah, blah. We have created the Spark Hubs, which is for free, like your Gmail. You can learn, you can make call, you can upload your information and skills. So this is the power of accurate knowledge and information from our global president, Ambassador Dr. Adekunle Badmus. So many people. I am going to make a shout out to Tony Enumelu. The only reason why he will not really contribute is if many people don't know, Tony Enumelu has a foundation like this, but he is using it to empower himself and his bank. Ambassador Dr. Adekunle Badmus could have created a bank called the Global Clusters Bank. He can create
mm-hmm.
a decentralized coin and say this is the global clusters coin and everybody will invest in it. But he
Mm-hmm.
said, no, come and join this platform. Bring your knowledge, bring your skills to empower people to change our father's land. And that is
Mm-hmm.
the power of accurate knowledge and information. So, ladies
Mm-hmm.
and gentlemen, in today's world, knowledge is everywhere. We are
Wow,
surrounded by data,
wow,
opinions, and
wow.
stories
One
flowing
minute,
faster than ever before.
one
But
minute,
in
please.
the midst of all this noise, there's one truth that stands out. Not all information is knowledge, and not all knowledge is accurate.
Mm, 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 mm,
Accurate
mm.
knowledge is the foundation of progress because that is what will take you from where you are to where you ought to be. And that is what we share
Yeah.
on Global Clusters platform.
Mm,
Accurate knowledge and information of our industries as a technocrat, as a professional, and as entrepreneur. So it is the light that cut through the fog of confusion.
mm,
Without
mm, mm,
accuracy, information becomes dangerous.
mm, mm,
It
mm,
misleads, it misguides, and it misinforms.
mm,
It can
mm,
build false confidence and destroy trust. That is
mm,
why our greatest responsibility in the global cluster in this information age is not just to know, but to know correctly.
mm,
accurately.
mm, mm,
Think
mm,
about it. Every innovation, every discovery, every
mm,
breakthrough in history was built
mm.
upon verified, tested, and accurate information.
Then,
When
then.
scientists develop vaccines, when engineers design bridges, when entrepreneurs create businesses, they all rely on the accuracy of their knowledge.
Mm, mm,
One
mm,
small error can cause collapse.
mm,
One verified fact can save millions of lives.
mm,
So today, anyone can share information, but not everyone takes the time to check if it is true or accurate. We
mm,
forward messages, repost headlines, and quote statistics without asking the most important question: is this
mm,
accurate? And that simple question, that moment of pause, is what separates leaders from followers, thinkers
mm,
from reactors, and builders from destroyers.
mm,
Accurate
mm,
knowledge gives power, it gives direction, it builds credibility and trust, whether in school, whether in business or leadership. Those who value
mm.
truth above popularity will always rise higher. So, our
Mm,
global
mm,
president, Ambassador Dr. Adekunle Badmus, is not a politician, and I believe he's going to rise higher.
mm, mm. All right, thank you very much. You have said a lot. I see a call is coming in for you. While you were speaking,
I do
the
apologize about that.
no problem. Do you want to round up in 1 minute, please?
Yes, please. So, I
Okay.
challenge all of us today to become seekers of truth. That is the message
Mm,
of the accurate knowledge and information of the global clusters, the Spark
mm-hmm,
Up.
mm,
Be a seeker of truth, not just consumer of information.
mm,
Verify before you share, question before
mm,
you conclude, and
mm.
learn deeply, not just widely. Because in a world filled with noise, the person with accurate knowledge becomes the truth voice of wisdom, like Ambassador Dr. Adekunle Badmus. Thank you very much, sir.
Wow, amazing, amazing, amazing. Thank you. The 002 Certificate Revolution of the Global Cluster and person of cluster Olukayode Oyedotun, all the way from the United Kingdom. And as you were speaking, the 001, accurate knowledge revolution of the global cluster, knowledge and information revolution of the global cluster, in person of Professor Oladipupo Adebayo just walked in. It's your call, sir. And before I left Nigeria, I went to see him in his office and he said, yeah, you see, everybody confirmed that the work of over, I think, in his faculty is overseeing more than 30,000 students. You understand? And it's lying on um, this man's shoulder. He has contributed in the last 4 decades tremendously into education at various levels, into knowledge and information. This is a man that Nigerians should be celebrating. This man actually volunteered to head this revolution. And since he volunteered to lead this revolution, he has been supporting, has been encouraging. There's no time I call him and say, sir, bye, 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 bye. He say, yes, bye, you should buy. He say, yeah, okay, this is what you should do, this is what you should do. He's ready. He's ready. This is the man that should be pushed up there. You understand? To, the right support needed for knowledge and information. Every good thing in life lies on knowledge and information. But, you know, I have been saying it. And, sir, don't worry. I'm bringing in foreign investors. I've tried. I want it to be largely owned by Nigerians. That is why I came for 8 months, spent 8 months in my father's land. I was invited in Thailand. I did not. First invite I got immediately we finished the app was in India. I did not go. Thailand, I did not go. Qatar, I did not go. If I have gone to those places, do you think anybody will meet this thing like this? Nobody will meet it. That's why I did not go. America came to meet me in Nigeria. Remedy Earth. Remedy Earth said, we are getting behind this one. I know Oyibo people. When Oyibo see creative concept, they immediately throw their energy on it because they know what it means and they immediately want to own it. Now, I don't need actually to live in Nigeria. I don't need to come to Nigeria for anything because I have a home here. I have a sense of belonging here. I have families here and I have everything here. But let's hear from our O01. It is today is his call, and he's been busy and all of that. And sir, we've been upholding, and all of these people, the person that just finished talking has been upholding is Coyote from the United Kingdom. As a matter of fact, he is ready to come home to work because we're creating a certificate school, a school that promotes skills, over mere certificates. And Farex is there too. He has been upholding this revolution. Most of the time when I'm in Nigeria, I'm in several meetings. They've been doing it. Professor, sir, you have the floor. What's your take? We want to put you on the spotlight here. Let's have Professor on the spotlight.
Good evening, everyone.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Ambassador Adekunle Badmus, you've been doing well, and I
Yes,
appreciate your contributions to enlightening our people. You are not
yes, sir.
just enlightening Nigerians, you are enlightening youths all over the world. It is
Thank you, sir.
important for us to understand that information is key. Information is life. Information is money.
Mm,
We are talking
mm,
about empowerment. Our brother Kyle that just spoke now spoke well.
mm,
Information is key in whatever we do. The
mm.
last time you visited me, I talked about professional appearances on this program,
Yes.
that we should try as much as possible to bring in professionals, different
Mm,
professionals, to expose our people to different lifestyles, to expose
mm,
our people to information and the knowledge, accurate knowledge for that matter, of
mm,
different professions. We should have a lineup of professions, that we can expose our youths to, even
mm,
from the secondary school level to university level, and even
mm,
those that have graduated and they are still walking around seeking jobs here and there. What
mm,
we are trying to do today is to give knowledge that will lead to job creation,
mm,
not just academic knowledge. No,
mm,
academic knowledge may be the basic thing you need, but you need information and knowledge that will lead to job creation. Without that, there will be no development. So
mm,
there is the need for us to expose our youth to
mm,
different kinds of professions and the needed information, the needed knowledge that will
mm,
lead to um, job creation and
mm,
development in Nigeria as it were. So it
mm.
is important for us, my dear Ambassador Adekunle Badmus,
Yes,
to
sir.
look into that as well. Let's
Yes, sir.
plan, just like
Mm-hmm.
I told you. We have a
Mm,
lineup of professions.
mm,
This is every weekend. I mean, this is every Saturday. You
mm,
line up about 52 different people,
mm,
one per week.
mm,
That's the year. That's a year. That's a year, which
mm,
means every week you bring in one person that will talk about his profession, though you cannot achieve everything the same time, in just an hour, but we
mm,
can continue to expose our people to different professions that people do not even think of, and people are
mm,
making money. People are, they are creating jobs, they are getting jobs, they are making
mm,
money out of it. And you see, whether you are, whether you own a job or you work for people, whether you work remotely or you work physically, there are so
mm,
many things that our youth can do.
mm,
So
mm,
we'll bring experienced people on board to
mm,
explain to us, to give us
mm,
30 minutes discussion about their jobs, what they
mm,
do, how they
mm,
got to where they are, their
mm,
experiences on the jobs, and
mm,
their challenges, and what they think
mm,
the youths can do, how to overcome such challenges. These are the things
mm,
that we will need. for a short period.
mm,
So when we do that, we will create interests in the
mm,
lives of these of our youths. You know,
mm,
they may not even know that there are jobs that can help them, that there are jobs where they can make more money than others. They feel,
mm,
oh, if you want to make money, you must be an engineer, you must be a doctor, you must be this and that. No,
mm,
there are several other things you can do, but
mm,
because our people do not have the information, that is
mm,
why we have the challenge. I am a
mm,
lecturer in the university, and I know the
mm,
challenge that we have about poor information, poor
mm,
knowledge. And
mm,
that's why we have no pressure on
mm,
candidates applying for engineering, candidates
mm,
applying for law, candidates applying for medicine alone.
mm, mm,
Whereas other areas in the universities are not subscribed to.
mm,
And so those that are applying, for admission into these areas, they stay at home because they do not get admission because
mm,
the pressure because the pressure is much on those professions. And that
mm,
does not mean the engineers are the best in the world. The
mm,
doctors are not the best in the world. They are not the most successful in the world. That's what I'm saying. Oh. There are
mm,
several other areas where people can be successful. And these are the
mm,
things that we need to let the people know, let our youths know. It's not only when you become this that you can make it. There are so many other things you can. We have so many successful people within the country, outside the country, that are not
mm,
medical doctors. They are not accountants. I mean, they are not engineers, and they
mm,
make it all over the world. So there is the need for every individual to know that knowledge is key. Information
mm,
is very powerful. So
mm,
even the word of God says, "My people perish for lack of knowledge."
mm,
So
mm,
that is
mm,
it. So if they don't have the information, how will they know that they can make it from here? They can utilize this information to make it in
mm,
life.
mm,
So the purpose of this is for people to be empowered, for our youth to be empowered. And
mm,
therefore, there is the need for us to walk around this. Thank you,
mm.
Ambassador Adekunle Badmus. You are doing well.
Wow, 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 wow. Ah, you see, this is the voice of the 001, accurate knowledge and information revolution of the global clusters, in the person of Professor Oladipupo Adebayo. And in this today's meeting, he has said it to me before, and I'm happy that you guys are hearing from him live. And he's saying the next direction for us right now is to bring people, different profession per week, even Bolly seller, an established Bolly person will come and give us how is it doing it. You understand? You know, people that do things, we want to expose different kind of things that people do, and they are making with, they are adding value to themselves, and they are adding value to their environment. And this is the direction right now. Different kind of skilled professions. Skill is a new oil right now. And he said we should bring them. We should let them share their story on accurate knowledge and information revolution. So we have gotten a pattern for this revolution right now. So every week, every Saturday evening, you'll be getting a guest that will be coming on this call. And that is the direction that we have gotten from the 001. And if you're ready, you can submit your request in on when you will be available, and because you have said that, I'm going to I'm going to lead as the global president. From next week, I'll be sharing my, you understand, what skill have I gotten to do, when I was growing up, what did I dabble into, what did I do, and all of that. So it's going to help a lot of people. Then we'll let every other persons and 001s from other revolutions can come in and share their own story. Thank you very much for adding value to humanity. That is in the person of Professor Oladipupo Adebayo. We know you're very busy. When we're talking, he said this time he has several meetings. As he's in this meeting now, he's muted, he's in another meeting. You understand? And it's to show concern. He's one of the Nigerians that said, no, Immediately I mentioned it, it resonated with him. And he said, okay, I'm volunteering. You know, he's a big man, but he volunteered to lead this revolution. He is volunteering to lead this great revolution. So let's keep praying for him and let's keep supporting him. This revolution needs volunteers. You can see this revolution needs volunteers, and we want to create a tool for accurate knowledge and information revolution. This is the revolution after Daddy retired from the university. This is what he's going to do. He's going to be going to UN, place to talk to them about the place of knowledge, about the place of information, and how important it is not to promote propaganda, and how the detriment of propaganda is going to be giving us everything. And I believe we have learned. Everyone shared this live. It's on YouTube, it's on Facebook, it's on the Spark Hub. You understand? Share it with your friends and partner. And I want to hear the contribution from the 001 Global Security Cluster of the Global Cluster, in the person of retired Sir Colonel Michael Bengaushin. What's your take on the place of accurate knowledge and information revolution of the global clusters?
Good evening, everybody. It's so good to be back again.
Yes, sir.
First and foremost, I want to recognize the presence of His Excellency, the Global President of the Global Clusters worldwide, and all the 001s and 002s here present, and everybody else. Alayo Dots, I see you. I will be back in Nigeria very soon. And then we can continue this quest to make Africa and Nigeria great again. I respect the presence of the professor who spoke last, and I take on board everything that he said. It's absolutely invaluable. My little submission for this evening is basically just a continuation of what I said earlier on, right? A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush, right? This global clusters is here to stay, no matter what anybody thinks or no matter what anybody feels, right? We have to grab the bull, the global bull by the horns and run with it. Because this is a network, this is a platform, this is an initiative that was born in Nigeria, is being bred in Nigeria by Nigerians before it's being dished out to the rest of the world. But if Nigerians don't realize what they have on a platter of gold, then when it goes out there and everybody else jumps on it, then, they only have themselves to blame. I am very fortunate in the sense that I got in there early. I was recognized by His Excellency and recognized by a lot of other people. And this is actually a platform for everybody to get to network with people of standing in order to grow their talents, their experiences, and their network. Now, one of the things that I think a lot of people take for granted, especially our people, is, as I said this morning, you put status before everything else. Now, it is my belief that all men were created equal. But wherever you get to in life and wherever you get to in society is from your own hard work and your own determination, your own passion, and your own longing. Now, His Excellency makes it a point to let everybody remember that he came from nothing. He was homeless, right? And now he's a United Nations ambassador, right?
Yes.
Every one of us can become ambassadors. Every one of us can work for United Nations. Every one of us can stand for something, because if you don't stand for not something, you will fall for anything, right? Like you have to grow your network. You have to grow your net worth. And the Global Cluster is exactly the one platform that is doing exactly that for every single one of us here. Right? Now, I intend to, and even as the professor was speaking, as the speaker before him was speaking, my brain is already it's already turning somersaults in what I want to do when I come to Nigeria and the people that I want to speak to when I come to Nigeria. As I said it earlier on, right? When I come home, I want to start dripping little nuggets of what it is that I'm bringing to Nigeria by way of training, by way of seminars, by way of symposiums, by way of talks. I'm only going to be dripping little bits of it, just giving people introductions into what it is that I want to do. Now, I am going to advise every single one of us here present now that whilst we are at this stage, and believe me, we're going to 2 years now, but at this stage, everyone already should have their playbook ready. They should have their slides ready. They should have their training plans ready, their teaching plans ready. You know, they should have everything ready for when we have massive global cluster events, which eventually is going to be an annual thing. Yes. Right? It's going to be an annual event eventually, whereby every single 001 will be invited to do a presentation on where they've gotten so far and what they intend to do. Now, listen, take it as a joke. You know, as the Yoruba people will say, you can yimmo, it's up to you. But we're getting to that point. We're getting to that stage, right? Where every single man, woman, and child will have to stand up and be accountable for their department. Right? And His Excellency, you know, I mean, I'm following in his footsteps. Whether I'm hale and hearty or I'm feeling a little bit weak, you know, or I'm feeling very strong, right? I am going to keep going. As I'm speaking to you now, I've just had to put a wet cold flannel on my head because I actually suddenly broke out in a migraine. But it's not stopping me from doing what I'm doing. I'm coming up with training plans and lesson plans because when I come home, which is going to be very soon, right? I'm hitting the ground running. I'm coming as a hurricane, right? I'm coming as a hurricane because I want to jump in to the Nigerian police force. I want to jump in with the NSCDC. I want to jump in with all the security services and the armed forces. I want to talk to the people in charge. You know, I want to get in there with them and eventually, you know, sit down with the Nigerian high commissioners and all of the people with standing in Nigeria, state governors, etc., right, to see how we can all formulate plans and come together to make Africa and Nigeria great again. My name is Michael Bingaosha, retired British military, 001 of Global Security Clusters, and the CEO of Clear Cross Group Global. Thank you very much for this opportunity and have a great weekend. Amazing. Amazing. You know, brother, you have always been giving me joy. There's goosebumps in all over my body right now. And you see, you're just amazing. And you're a fantastic person. This man here was British born, did not step his first foot in Nigeria until he was 17 years old. That was when he stepped his foot first in Nigeria after he was born in the Britain. And he looked at his father's land, went back to the Britain. The father wanted him to do something else, you understand? But he wanted to go into the security, industry. And he served in the British military, retired. He's almost 60 years old or more, right, as we speak right now. And he said, the thing I want to do with the rest of my life is leading people right as to security, the security sector. I want to. He came to Nigeria last year and said, Ambassador, this is not how security is done. This man want to do something in security, not just for his father's land, but for his father's continent and for the whole world. And he wants to do something. And every Saturday, this man has been advocating the security revolution. Let's talk security by retired Colonel Michael Bingaosha. Our own. You know, I dropped a letter and I talked about you in the IGP, the Inspector General of Police in Nigeria. And they called me from his office and I was talking to them about you. They said, hope your allegiance is not to the Britain. I said, this is Nigeria. Baba ni ati yai Nigerians no. What can be on see now? You understand? And I had to explain all of these things that this man is ready to add value to his father's land. You understand? And he's ready. You have heard from him. You have heard from the 001. And we have another 001 here
And before he speaks, that is the one leading the Yoruba sector, and he has a lot. Our culture, the whole of the Southwest, the Yoruba speaking state of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. There is somebody advocating that the culture should not die, and he's here too. He's going to speak to us. And before then, let me hear from the 001, the island cluster of the global clusters. This woman is the one leading the island cluster, that is Dublin, Ireland cluster of the global cluster, in the person of Sister Cluster Bola Joy. What's your take on today's accurate knowledge and information revolution? Sister Bola Joy, what's your take?
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, my sister. Hope Ireland is not too cold. I know Ireland is always very cold. Ireland about come to keep a so Yes.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, my brother. Good evening, everybody.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I'm really happy this evening for what is going on for everybody here. My contribution is like the way our daddy said. So information is important. So let's go out there, be giving people around us information about global cluster, about everything around us, everything going on global cluster, different departments. Let's go out there, let people know our father's land is the best. Nigeria is the best. Nigeria is giant of Africa. So we are Nigeria. Let's do our part to help each other, to talk to each other, to drag each other. Let me use that language, to drag, because we are dragging them now. So may God help us. Amen. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Pastor Bola Joy, for that wonderful contribution. And is someone that has been leading the global clusters in the island and in Dublin. Thank you for what you do to contribute positively to humanity. On a final note, let's hear from the 001 Global Yoruba Cluster of the Global Cluster, Mr. Keith Sheikaya. What's your take on accurate knowledge and information revolution of the global clusters?
All right. Good evening, everyone.
Excellent evening to you, sir.
I want to appreciate my colonel, Your Excellency, sir. Sister from Dublin Island, and every other person that may be listening, even if they are not in the group. You've said it all. I always try to tell people this: as long as you are not informed, you are deformed. The difference between the rich man and the poor man is just a bit of information that is processed and used accordingly. So there are two things to read. You might have those accurate information, but any plan that has not been acted upon is just but a mere wish. And like they say, wishes wearing horses. That's why a beggar has none to ride. So for everyone who is part of this family, I said it in the morning when we were with the colonel, that there will be a time the gate will be closed. And when that gate is closed, there will still be some gate open, but it will not be a beneficiary one. And for those who took time to be part of those that make a why the sun shine, they will sit and enjoy the benefits. Somebody was with the gate at the beginning, a friend. And when every other person was calling him a madman,
Right?
Yep. When every person was calling him a madman, he actually invested in him. And the man said something, not because he also believed that much. He said he did because this is my friend. I will just support him. You see, that action has taken him to be the second richest man at a point in his life. So my question to everyone that listens is not just because we want to come here, sit down and talk so that they can know we have sweet mind and we are able to do something. Is what are we doing with those information? How do we spread them? I said something earlier this morning. Whatever you are doing, just ensure that you are consistent with it. We are still expecting the Yoruba cluster to produce more of what we started producing. The woman I was talking about this morning could actually be drafted when the time comes to be part, because not just learning, when you have knowledge of something, and she fought her way to that place. She fought her way. I was asking her because the one that was with that man, I don't want to just be mentioning him, the one that was with him robbing the board and the rest of it, is actually my own connection. Also on TikTok, we are connected. And sometimes when I'm having live stream, he will just come in and sit, and people will shout, Olufofo. He will be there, contribute his own quota, do some tapping, and leave. So when people like that try to recognize you, how do you make use of those opportunities? You don't just allow it to pass. I'm still believing that whatever information that we have now, the best bet is for us to use it. Or else it's as useless as not even having it in the first place. Because information that you don't use definitely will not give you anything. I'm imploring everyone that is within the cluster, whichever area that you are holding on to. I'm still looking forward to when we will be able to start building those schools. And then we can start drafting the Yoruba people in to teach science in Yoruba in Lagos State. When the Hausa man next step can teach that, because I just realized that all my stay in the Middle East, I pull in because I spent 12.5 years there. Wow. All my stay in the Middle East, they don't care. Everything that is in their lettering, they will put it. If you go to their website, English one side, then they will put Arabic one side. It's not a must you understand English. If you don't understand English, click on the Arabic. And every single person in that country understand Arabic. They are able to read, they are able to write, they are able to do everything. I taught in their school for some time. One of the things that got me out of the school was a principal want to revolutionize the school and want somebody that doesn't even speak Arabic like me to come in, which I did. That forced them to be able to start speaking to me. Those people wanted to speak to me. And their own notion is that as a black and you are in that country teaching, you are probably an American, a black American. So they come to me to talk all the time. That was before I got into, while I was waiting for my interview in construction. I just did that teaching for 2-3 months. And by the time I was leaving, a mark has already been made. And today, we have a lot of people in that place that doesn't speak Arabic. Before, it never happened in their public school for somebody who doesn't speak Arabic to even submit CV and be considered. See that short period of time that you will be there, it make an impact. Wow. In their life. I remember that during the break, they are very playful. They will not want to go back to class. Once they just come to me and I tell them I'm not going to play with you anymore. You see these people, the American, they will enter the class. Even as rich, as spoiled brat as they are, there is always a place to harness in everybody's life. That's what I want to point out today. Amazing. So for everyone that is here, you have something. There might just be one person that you are able to touch, who now touch the whole world. The one that touches Rhea Bonke in his life did not have the massive he did not have the massive crusade. He was even never known. But he touched Rhea Bonke, passed the baton onto Rhea Bonke. The man was about to die when Rhea Bonke met him. He was able to touch one person. That one person was able to touch million. But that one person was able to touch the whole world. Yeah, they give the royal the man to another person, but there can never be another Rhea Bonke. Just take whatever you like to. That person has touched. So we are here today. We might just be 001 of Yoruba cluster, we might not really be the one that will touch the whole world in global cluster. But I tell you that one person that we might be able to touch might be the one that will give us the fame, the comfort, and the leverage that we didn't know about. So my question is, who are you touching today? Thank you.
Wow. Where is all of those? I've forgotten. It's been a while. Here, how do I do that clap stuff?
If I go online, I don't think I'll be able to.
It's been a long time. All those effects. I think it's effect that I will go
at the bottom of your TikTok page.
Yes.
There should be one of those things that says effects. It looks like a flash on the bottom there. Just press on that, and it gives you a whole list of.
Okay, I said that. Okay. This effect. Wait. Everything has actually changed.
Your Excellency, you can leave the club for now. Let's go ahead, sir.
Okay, yeah, sound effect. I got a pattern. And I tell you, that is for the person that just spoke. Okay, for everyone that has spoken before. For retired Connie Market being out. For my sister Bola, amazing. For my daughter Alayo. Yes, for Professor Adebayo Ladipupo. Yeah, for Master Genie. Yes, and for this is for Clostridium Farex. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I really appreciate what you have just said today. As if you knew that our aim is to mine and produce so many Elon Musks in Nigeria and Africa. We want to produce them. We want to produce another so many Rehambonkins. And that is why the people-to-people revolution that we normally do is produce your kind. We want to do an advocacy. We will protest. Dangote, start mining two Dangotes in every community in Africa. Start, create time for them like this. 1 week, you sit with them, you mentor them, you listen to them, you advise them, at least for 1 hour. Let us start mining ourselves. Let every good person in our community start mining each other. And that's why I said the global Yoruba cluster is as big as the entire global cluster on itself, because it's going to have its continental head, it's going to have its national head, it's going to have its state head, it's going to have its local government head, ward head, and street head. They're going to look into things to make sure that they promote this culture, and they're going to create a career line, you understand, where people can now develop innovative concepts and write Yoruba there instead of all of this English, you understand? And, you can have sites that will, be encrypted in our mother's tongue. My mother's tongue is not vernacular. English is actually vernacular to me because I'm not an Englishman. I'm a Yoruba boy. So that is what it is. So thank you very much. Our time is fast spent. And I want to appreciate everyone that has come to this call. I can see ZS. ZS, we're talking about accurate knowledge and information, the impact in our community. You have something to say to us. It's the first intellectual movement on earth called the Global Clusters. It's the first nation building social media platform. And we are advocating that every forward thinkers is a place to promote morals and information. And we believe if we're going to have a social media in our father's land, it should be the one that will bring us together. It should be the one that will mine and produce quality and accurate professionals, quality and accurate technocrats, and quality and accurate entrepreneurs. What's your take on this, ZS? Hello, ZS, are you there? ZS. Okay. If ZS is not there, and I want to draw the curtain here, I want to appreciate all of the speakers that have spoken today, and I want to give all of you this. again, for adding this thing. Then I will ask, who are we? We are a consortium of professionals or aspiring professionals, technocrats or aspiring technocrats, entrepreneurs or aspiring entrepreneurs, where we share accurate knowledge of our industry. Why? Because it gives us the right power, accurate information, because that is the bridge between where we are and where we ought to be. Accurate connection, because the whom we are connected to determine what we collect. We are not just a social media platform with a marketplace like Amazon with the best monetization on earth. We are the first nation building social media platform on earth. Proudly Nigeria, proudly Africa. And to join us is free. Just go to thesparkup.org. The Spark Up. Can we have it up on the StreamYard? The Spark, THESPARKHUBS.org. You join for free. You can even, the KYC is very, very easy. You just join with your Google. Your Google, if you have a Gmail account, just sign in with your Google. Two press, bang, bang, you're in. And it will ask you what's on your mind. You understand? It's a social media platform that's promote knowledge. KIC is the first university grant for knowledge, information, and connection. So when you go in there, you write, you create, you can even create your own hub. There are so many hubs there, And I want to say this open to the 001 Global Yoruba clusters. We need at least an hour a week. Please create 1 hour for us a week to educate us on the cluster, on the Yoruba cluster. 1 hour, one per week at least. Please choose any date of your choice, anytime. If it's evening, based on the time that is convenient. Let's start advocating for this again. You understand? All right, Eshigon, Eshi. So we'll put it there. If you go there, you will see all of the revolution, the security revolution. People can check and read more, and we'll create a promo for the Yoruba. You understand? So that people can have it. This is metamorphosing into a radio and TV station very soon, and that will be happening in the next 2 years. You understand? So we're going to set up a radio station, a TV station. We're going to have the global children cluster, the global teenagers cluster, the global youth clusters, and the ones for adults, and we're going to be having different topics. We're going to have cartoon in building people's mind, subconsciousness to humanity, to greatness. A place that you will always tell your kids, if you want to watch TV, go and watch that. And we're going to have a reality TV show on all of our revolutions. Yoruba cluster, they are going to have theirs. The security, they are going to have theirs. And this is to answer the big brother Africa back. We're going to answer them back through these global clusters, all of this revolution, accurate connection, certificate. They are going to have their own reality TV show. And this reality TV show, we're going to go in a lot of money into it. It will be the highest paying reality TV show on earth. It's not a joke. I'm not blowing smoke. People that will win on Yoruba, they are not going to be collecting 250,000 for what? No, we're not doing that too. Knowledge will be something that everybody will rush into. We'll make knowledge industry as big as the football industry, as big as the basketball industry, because I'm a knowledge person. Knowledge has made me. You understand? I've been into education for more than 20 years, and I became a UN ambassador for quality and affordable education through knowledge, information, and connection. So, and that is why through this KIC, we're going to do a lot of great stuff. You understand? And the people are going to write, what's going on here? So people, you do mass competition, they are giving you 50,000, 100,000 for where? No, first class. I remember when I was in Nigeria, I've not relocated then. One lady in our church, I was attending first square then, and the lady came, got first class in Unilag. And what did they give the person? Less than 20,000. That will never happen again. We are going to create a cluster for all the first class, and we're going to be sponsoring them. We're going to mine human resources, and we're going to make maximum use of every talent. No creativity will die again in our father's land. No innovativeness will die again in our father's land. No concept, good concept will never die. We will amplify every goodness in our father's land to the world. And every community will be known for different kind of products in our father's land. We are maximizing everything. You understand? Look at it. what is the population of America? What is the population of Nigeria? Almost same population. Look at the world riches there. Look at the African riches in our place. It means we are not maximizing what we are, and everybody can play on the ground of the global clusters. You as an individual, you are as big as the global president itself, and your cluster is as big as the community itself, because the ideology is that every one of us, we are going to support the global Yoruba cluster. Every one of us, we're going to support the security cluster. Every one of us, we're going to support the ARE. You can imagine professionals, technical entrepreneurs supporting, and you can make calls on the platform. You can create your own hub. You can do voice call. You can do voice conferencing. You can make video call. You can make video conferencing. You understand? You can connect with people just like sending friend requests, and you can do all of these things in the global cluster Spark Hub. And for those that are, I can see the 001 main cluster of the global cluster in the person of cluster and Victor Inamdi. It's just coming in, and we are ending right now. I know he's been very busy since he relocated to the United States, the work ethics and all of that. This is a man that the very first time he met me, he said, "No, your God will be my God," and all of that. And we're going to be talking. I'm back in talking now. I will have some time for us to talk. Cluster and Victor Inamdi, let's us talk after this call. So that is a retired military. As a matter of fact, Cluster and Victor Inamdi, Sir Michael Bengoshin, Oyekema Soro, because this man retired from the Nigerian army. You retired from the British army. You're supposed to be talking. Is an integral part of your cluster, and is heading all of the man cluster of the global clusters. That is men cluster. Men cluster alone is as big as the global cluster itself, because men cluster, they are going to have men institute, a place to teach men how to take care of themselves. A lot of men are suffering. You don't know. They are suffering quietly. Men are going to have their own bank. Boys, as they grow up to become men, we're going to give them tutorials. You understand? And the men cluster, this men cluster is ready to leave everything for the men cluster if he has the budget. He's ready to lead every man. Is that it's not a small child. You understand? And he has seen so many experiences. And he's a good person. I met him one-on-one. You understand? We we did things, and I studied him. He didn't know that I was studying him. We went out together. He's a very good man. You understand? And he's ready to lead all the young boys. And I've seen what he has done to some people that they did not even come from me. He's ready to support humanity. The men cluster is going to have institute, he's going to have estate, he's going to have a club. The club where they share real knowledge, real information, real connections. You can see that we're going to have over 1 billion cluster in the next future, in the next 10, 20 years. A lot of clusters solving different problems. So if your boy child have any problem, you can throw them into the main cluster. And the main cluster we have for the infant, for the children, for the teenagers, you understand? And they will mind them, and they will groom them to become a responsible man, a cultured man, a man that respects, his elders, that respects his heritage, that respects parents. You understand? So that he can live long. It's not all of these things. Integrity needs to be learned. A lot of people don't know. Care. You need to know about care. You need to know how to care for people for you to have it. What you don't have, you can't give. If I ask you for money, it's not from the one you have in your pocket that you're going to give me. If you don't have, what will you give? So, having said that, I want to appreciate everyone for coming by. Tomorrow, we're going to have people to people revolution, and I will meet you again. People to people revolution might actually meet me on the road, but I know I'm going to still join, and I'm going to make sure that we all have a great time on the people to people revolution. I will owe my two gadgets. And I want to say great shout out to everyone that has been upholding this vision. Like I said, every cluster, please, if you have a concept that it makes sense, it's going to promote humanity, it's going to advance, it's a nation building concept. Come to the global clusters. We give you a platform to expose yourself to the world. Anything you have that is going to add value to humanity, come to this. This is your platform. We have created a platform for everyone that want to add value to their environment. Every concept you have, we are ready to get around you and make sure it's a reality. Thank you very much for coming by. I want to appreciate everyone. And I want to say, share this link. If you're just joining and you don't know what we are talking about, this is the Global Clusters meeting, revolutionary meeting. And this revolution, we're saying instead of end SARS, instead of end bad governance, let's engage in accurate knowledge and information revolution. Let's be an advocate to bridge the gap between public school and private school in Nigeria, in Africa, in all underdeveloped nations. And let us, advocate, give people sense of belonging. Let professionals, technical entrepreneurs volunteer to teach in public schools, and that is what we're talking about. And you can always meet us online on YouTube. All the social media platforms at the Global Clusters. The Global Clusters is spelled TheGlobalClusters. And for those that want to jump into the premium service of the Global Cluster, premium membership is one-time lifetime 61,000, which comes with the UK diploma course from London to Career Institute on data analysis, cybersecurity, to certified nursing assistant, mini MBA. You can jump on it, and it's a one-time lifetime. It's a no-brainer. When you register someone into the premium service, you call it earn commissions. You understand? You earn commission. As a spark over, you earn 10K. As a registered cluster, you earn 13K on each. So we're distributing the money out, based on all the partnership that we have. We're currently solving power problem now in the world, not just in Nigeria. We're solving power problem through Remedy Air. And if you know anyone in charge of power, electricity, we have a latest technology, and it's on our platform called Still Water to Energy, and it's promote green energy, and there is a lot of carbon credits that can give incentives to the energy company. So having said that, I want you to keep up logging on to this channel, and every day go to the Spark Up. It's free. The Spark Up, TheSparkhubs.org. Go there, log in, share it with your family, create your family hub. You guys can talk there. You can share photos, you can share pictures, you can have your WhatsApp group, you can call your group at the same time. You can write everybody. Anytime you write the group, it gets in their email, and everyone can actually be part of this nation building. Like I said, if you're in Nigeria, you're watching, and you know someone that can invest into this platform, it has been self-sponsored all of this while. And this is too big to be self-sponsored. People need to come into this. If you know any forward thinker that will dabble into it from Nigeria, from Africa, we're welcoming them. But me, I'm going west right now because I've done Africa for the past almost a year now, and they said they'll get back. It's not that they did not attend to me. I met IBB, I met people, I met a lot of people. You understand? So they promise that they will definitely get back to us. But while we're waiting, we're also equally extending so that we can take all of these great people that have volunteered so that they can start what they are doing. We want them to focus so that if there's a budget for the Global Yoruba cluster, they will have a budget to run with. The security cluster have a budget to run with. The ARA have a budget to run with. All of the revolution, my surgery have a budget to run with. They can start doing. There is a lot in all of the revolution, but because there is no budget, they can only do seminars like this for now. Thank you very much. God bless you. I want everyone to have a wonderful, wonderful week ahead, and God bless you all. See you tomorrow on Accurate Knowledge and Information Revolution. Bye bye for now.
Bye bye for now, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Bye bye. Bye.